Hello students, welcome to the course Numerical and Statistical Method. Today we will study about some useful deduction of Newton-Raphson formula. In previous lecture I have explained Newton-Raphson formula and how we will solve algebraic and transcendental equation with the help of Newton-Raphson formula. Now with the help of Newton-Raphson formula we will solve some more typical questions. So here is the formula. Here the topic is some deductions from Newton-Raphson formula. First one is iterative formula to find 1 by n is xn plus 1. We can write it as, it is iterative formula to find 1 by n is xn plus 1, xn 2 minus n xn. It is not visible here, so we can see from here also this is same x xn 2 minus n xn. Similarly, iterative formula to find root n is xn plus 1 1 by 2. In bracket you have to write xn plus n 1 by xn. Similarly, third formula, if a question is of this type, then with the help of this formula we can find out, and if the question is of this type, with the help of this formula we can find out the approximate roots. So here is the proof of these all formulas. Here, suppose, because in this question, in above question, it is 1 by n. Here it is 1 by n, and 1 by n is x n plus 1 equal to xn. In bracket it is 2 minus capital N xn. So we will first prove first formula. Here x is 1 by n. So we can write 1 by x minus n equal to 0. How we can write? See, x is 1 by n. So 1 by x will become n, and when this n is in positive here, if it will come on this side, then it will become 1 by x minus n. So like that way I have here it is written 1 by x minus n equal to 0. So we can write it fx is equal to 1 by x minus n. We have now if we will differentiate this, then f dash x will be minus of x, because here 1 by x is there, and we can write 1 x to the power minus 1. So here in place of n, 1 minus 1 is there, minus 1 is there. So if we will differentiate this function, then we will get minus of x to the power minus 2. So after differentiating, and this is the Newton-Raphson formula which we have studied in previous lecture. So if we will substitute the values, all the values xn here, f xn, then 1 by xn minus n, and f dash xn minus of x n minus 2. And if we will write it at like this, then it will become this. So this is the formula, this is the proof of the formula. Similarly, with the second formula is root n. So we can write x equal to root n. So if you will do squaring both sides, then it will become x square minus n equal to 0. So fx will become x square minus n. So f dash x is equal to 2x. Because here x square, if you will do differentiation of x square, then it will become 2x, and differentiation of n is 0. So we will use Newton-Raphson formula. This is Newton-Raphson formula. In this formula, if we will substitute the value of fxn and f dash xn, then we will get this formula. So like this we can prove for 1 by n, root n. Similarly, 1 by root n, then n to the power 1 by k. So all these formula you have to learn, then you can quickly solve any question which is of all these types. So third one, our third iterative formula is, we have to find iterative formula to find 1 by root n. So formula, according to formula, as we have studied that xn plus 1 is this. Means if suppose 1 by root n is there, 1 by root n is there, so you have to use this formula. This is the direct formula. You don't have to do anything. You directly you have to use this formula. So here x is equal to 1 by root n. So if you will do squaring both side, then this root n will turns to n only. So x square minus 1 by n it will become. How it will because if you will do square of this, then it will, and if it will come on this side, this one will come in this side, then it will become x square minus 1 by n. So x square minus 1 by n is equal to 0. So we can write it as fx is equal to x square minus 1 by n. We have f dash x is equal to 2x. How we have got this? We have differentiated this and got f dash as x is equal to 2x. Now with the help of Newton formula, this is our Newton formula, we can write it as xn minus fxn. Fxn, this is our fx, this is our fx, this is our fx. So we can write it here as xn square minus 1 by n, and in place of f dash x we will write 2xn, and after calculating, solving this, we will get this. So this is the proof of third iterative formula. Now next, fourth one is iterative formula for n to the power 1 by k. Okay, 1 by k, it is a root over k. Outside it is written k, it means n to the power n to the power 1 by k. This is the meaning of root k n. So for according to iterative formula, this is the formula for solving this type of question. So you have to remember these all formula. But first I will explain that how I have got this formula. Here x is this. So both side I have taken power 1 by, means we can write it as it is x. Okay, first I erase this. It is x equal to n to the power 1 by k. Okay, so 1 by k. So we can take after taking power both side k, then this also multiplied with k, then this k and this k will cancel out, and it will become x to the power k equal to n. And if it will come on this side, then it will become x to the power k minus n equal to 0. So this is like this way we have got this equation, x to the power k minus n equal to 0. Now fx is this, f dash x is k, x to the power k minus 1. Now this is the Newton's formula. With the help of Newton formula, we will substitute all the values, and after calculation you will get this formula. So it's all on you that how one time if you will solve this in your paper, in your copy, then you will understand that how we have got this formula. So it needs practice. If you will write in your copy one time only, then you will understand that how we have got. It's simple calculation. Only one time we have substituted the value of fx, and afterwards we have substituted the value of f dash x. After substituting all these value, we have got the formula. But this is very important that you have to learn all these formula, then only you can able to solve all these questions. So here I have given one example. In this we have to find 1 by 31, root 5, 1 by root 14, 30 to the power minus 1 by 5, means minus 1 by 5, and then root 24 to the power 3. These all examples are related to the iterative formula which we have studied earlier. Yeah, this one, 1 by n, these all are related to this 1 by n, then root n, then root n, then 1 by root n, k root n. So all these formula we will use to find out the values of the next example. Okay, so first what we will do, for our first question is 1 by 31. So here what you have to do, here we will let, here n is 31 because 1 by 31 is given, it means in place of n only it is written 31. So n is 31. The our formula our formula will become according to formula xn plus 1 is equal to xn 2 minus n xn. So in place of n I have written 31. Afterwards since an approximate value, first you have to find the approximate value 1 by 31, then it is about 0.03. This you have to do simple calculation, like simple you have to do 31 here and 1, if you will divide it, then point 0, then again 1 0 you will put, then 0, then 3 with 3 times you will get 93, so afterwards 7. So like this one we have got 0.03 as approximate value. This is x naught approximate value. Now we will find x1 according to formula x naught 2 minus x naught. So x1 is equal to x naught 2 minus 31 x naught. So 0.3 is our x naught, 2 minus 31 into 0.03. So this is our x1. Again we will for finding x2 we will write this formula x1 bracket 2 minus 31 x1. So this one we will get. Again x3 x2 2 minus 31 x2, then we will get this. So like this way we will find that at x2 our value is this, and at x3 our value is this. So it is all about same. So 1 by 31 can be written as this. So with the help of iterative formula which we have discussed earlier, we have got this result. Similarly, our second question is, if you will, second question is root 5. So for root 5 also we have done same. N here, n is equal to 5, and formula for root n, if you will go, if you will see at back, then formula for this is xn plus 1 1 by 2 xn plus n by xn. So in place of n I have written 5. We have written 5. Now afterwards, using this formula, again we have to find the approximate value. Root 5 approximately I have written 2, because 2 square is 4. So approximately we can write 5 is equal to approximate value you have to write. You don't have to write correct value. With the help of Newton-Raphson formula we will find out correct value. So x naught I have taken 2, and always think that we will consider x naught, that x naught which is very much comfortable for us. If like x naught, taking x naught as 2 is comfortable for us, so that value only we have to put. And the exact value we will get with the help of formula. So x1 equal to 1 by 2 x naught plus 5 x naught, this is the formula. We will substitute all the values and we will get 2.25. This is the value of x1. Then again to find x2 we will write this, and then afterwards we will get this value. Again x2 is this, so we will put for x3 and we will again get this. So x2 and x3 is same. So with the help of this formula, by three approximations we have got the result, that is 2.2361. Now our third question is 1 by root 14. 1 by root 14. So we will solve. How we will solve this? 1 by root 14. Here n is 14. Here n is 14, and formula for 1 by root n is this. Okay, in place of n I have written 14. So if we will find the approximate value of this, then it is about 0.25. Approximate means root 16, root 14 is there, root 16 is so much near to root 14, so we will write root 16, and root 16 everyone know that it is 4, so 1 by 4 is 0.25. Means whatever the value you think that it is, we can get easily, that value you have to substitute and you have to get x naught, because first this value you have to put by own. Afterward this formula will give you the correct answer. So we will write x1 equal to 1 by 2. According to formula we will substitute the value, because x naught is 0.25. So we will substitute here 0.25 and we will substitute all the values. Then we will get x1 as this, Now again x2, we will get x2 as 0.267. Again if you will find x3 by substituting all the values, then you will get this. So you will find that from 3 to 5 decimal places, it is same, to 0.2672 6 1. This is same in both the places, so x2 and x3 is means approximately it is same up to 4 decimal places, so 1 by root 14 will be 0.2673. So with the help of formula we are doing this. Now next question is our in next slide. In next class, in next slide, it is n equal to 24 and k is equal to 3. The above formula for 4 is, means our formula, we will use formula 4, that is iterative formula 4 for solving this question. Our question, as I have discussed earlier, our question is root over 24 and in that is 1 by 3. Okay, 1 by 3 means 24 to the power 1 by 3. So we will use this formula, and after using this formula we will get x1 like this, and x2 this, and again x3 this. So with the help of formula only we are doing. So you have to only substitute the values in place of x naught and in place of x1 x2, and you will get all these values. So these are the simple calculations which you have to do with the help of calculators. I am not calculating here, with the help of this slide only I am explaining you. But I hope that you all will solve in your copy and you will understand. And if any of you will have any doubt in that how this formula came, or I'm not understanding the steps again, so explain it, then I will explain you. So please first go through each and every slides, each and every questions, and if you have any doubt you can ask. Now next question is, our next question is 30 to the power minus 1 by 5. So again it is 1 by 5. So if it is 1 by 5 means root over 5, means we can write it as here n is 30 and k is minus 5. So again we will use that same fourth formula, fourth iterative formula, because here n is 30 and k is minus 5. So we will substitute all the values, and after substituting in place of because here we have to write k minus, in place of this 1 by k is there, so we have written minus of 5. Then here we have written xn 6xn plus 30 by xn to the power minus 6, and after solving all these you will get xn by 5, 6 minus 30, xn to the power 5. So it's all need xn by 5, 6 minus 30, xn by 5. Since an approximate value of this, if you will find the approximate value of this, like 30 to the power minus 1 by 2, if you will find the 32 to the power minus 1 by 5, then it is approximately 1 by 2. So in place of x naught I have written 1 by 2. Now x1, in play to find x1 you have to here first you have to solve this equation and express this whole equation in terms of this, and after expressing this whole equation in terms of this, you can you can substitute the value of x naught and x1 x1 here, then x2, all these value have to substitute here to find the to get the answer. So after calculation you will get 0.506495. So it's depend on you that how you will calculate it in your copy, because if you will calculate it properly you will get the answers also. Thank you.